Government officials. Government officials belong to the highest class on Egypt's social pyramid after the pharaoh. Their job was to assist the pharaoh in his or her role as supreme ruler of Egypt. Government officials were often members of the pharaoh's family or other upper-class families. Most of them inherited their positions from family members. However, trusted servants from the royal court sometimes rose to power. Important government officials. Three important officials were the vizier, the chief treasurer, and the general of the armies. Each had his own duties. The vizier had more power than anyone except the pharaoh. In addition to advising the pharaoh and carrying out his commands, the vizier appointed and supervised many of the other government officials. The vizier also served as a kind of chief judge, with other judges bringing him their toughest cases. A vizier was expected to be fair and neutral, showing no special favor to either side in a dispute. One vizier gave this advice about being impartial or not taking sides. Regard one you know like you don't know, one near you like one far from you. In works of art, viziers were often shown wearing white, the color of neutrality. The chief treasurer oversaw the government's wealth. His main duty was to collect taxes. Because Egypt's economy was based on goods rather than money, people paid their taxes in grain, cows, cloth, and silver. After the pharaoh, the top military commander in Egypt was the general of the armies. He advised the pharaoh in matters of war and national security, such as how to protect Egypt's borders from invaders. He also helped the pharaoh gain alliance with other kingdoms. Lives of luxury. High government officials led lives of luxury. Most were nobles who had great wealth, fine homes, and plenty of time to socialize. The lavish banquets enjoyed by these wealthy Egyptians illustrate their grand lifestyle. Hosts took pride in the meal. Cooks might roast duck, goose, pigeon, quail, antelope, sheep, and goat. Dishes were piled high with special delicacies that might include figs, dates, grapes, and coconuts. A variety of breads and cakes and honey completed the feast. Guests at banquets dressed in fine linen clothing. Both men and women wore perfume, and women often wore ropes of beads as jewelry, painted their nails, lined their eyes with makeup, and used lipstick, unusual in ancient times. I'm asking you to stay for 1 minute. At the start of the banquet, it was customary for guests to offer the host lengthy blessings such as wealth, great happiness, a long life, and good health. The host often responded simply with welcome, welcome, or bread and beer, as well as saying, come and eat. The feast began with men and women taking their seats on opposite sides of the room. Important guests were given chairs with high backs, while everyone else sat on stools or cushions. Servants, mostly women, waited on the guests. There were no utensils, so people ate with their fingers. While the guests enjoyed their meals, musicians, dancers, and acrobats provided entertainment. Musicians, usually women, played flutes, harps, rattles, and lutes, guitar-like instruments. Guests often clapped along with the music, making these banquets very loud and joyous occasions.